Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English, and this is Mukesh Soni. Friends, in this video we will summarize a very interesting story titled Yellow Fish, written by C.S.Lakshmi, who is also known as Ambai. And C.S.Lakshmi Ambai was born in 1944 in Tamil Nadu. She's a famous fiction writer in Tamil language. So she's a very famous Tamil writer. And let's know what happens in the story here. So the story Yellowfish is a translated version from the Tamil story Manjal Meen, and it has been taken from the book The Inner Courtyard: Stories by Indian Women, which is edited by Lakshmi Holstom. Lakshmi Holstrom. This story is set in Maharashtra coast, and the narrator, who is a migrant from south to Maharashtra, she speaks Marathi to a fisher boy. And this story is a beautiful narration of the dilemmas of womanhood. The story is written in a very descriptive and emotional manner. It connects the sight of a struggling yellow fish to the narrator's personal grief and loss. So now the story begins. So, what is the setup of the story here? It's a hot summer day by the seashore. The story begins by describing a hot summer day at the seashore. The sand is so hot that it cannot even hold its wetness. That means it gets dried up very soon, very quickly. The sea has shrunk and the waves are very weak. On the left side of the beach, the sand spreads like a desert. Even though the sand is all around, the narrator's eyes are drawn only to the sea. The narrator is observing Ambai, the narrator is observing only the sea from one shore to the other shore. Other shore, obviously, we cannot see. So there's a small white boat appears very first in the ocean, which is floating like a swan. This is a signal that fishing boats are coming back. And very shortly, the narrator observes here the other boats also appear in the distance, looking like moving bright spots in the on the water. So one boat is seen. Now she could see few more number of boats, and all those boats, they look like some bright, some shining spots on the water. So on the shore, there are some fisherwomen who are waiting for the boats, and these fisherwomen, they are wearing saris of bright colors. So there's a very good color combination in this story here. So we find the saris in the bright colors, like the colors are here like blinding indigo, that means deep blue color; demonic red, that means bright and powerful red; profound green, that means the dark green; assaulting blue means intense blue. So these are the different colors saris these fisher women they are wearing, and they're waiting for those boats to reach at the seashore. So these colors stand out against the white boat, the faded blue sea, and the grayish sand. Look at the color combination. These colors of the saris, and one side is the white boat, one side we can see the blue ocean, and the other side we can see the grayish color sand. So this is how they're waiting for those boats to arrive. So what happens further? As the boats reach the seashore, people can see the fish caught in the nets, and the fishermen's bodies and the hands have become dark due to the strong sea wind. So without wasting time, those fishermen, what do? They start sorting those fish, good fish, bad fish, right? Like this, they are going to categorize those fish. The wanted fish are put into the plastic trogs. Trogs means like some rack, some boxes. The unwanted fish are thrown away. So this is how they have sorted out the fish. The fish struggle, their round eyes wide open, The fishermen are tired, their voices rise and fall as they are talking with each other while sorting those fish. Now the scene is full of colors, right? The scene is full of colors. How is it? The fishermen's hands are darkened by the sea winds, which look like the black hands, and the boats have become now brown, and the white-bellied fish could be seen in the nets holes, and the brightly colored saris, which are where we can see those fisherwomen painted those trays in the dry sand. So this is a very nice scene of different colors. So all these colors together, they're going to form an amazing picture in the mind of the narrator. Now, the yellowfish, for which we are waiting for a long time, the title also says yellowfish. So among the fish which are thrown away, right? We have seen here these fishermen, they have sorted out the fish. The good fish they are kept in one tray, and the waste fish, which is of no use, they have thrown away. And among those thrown away fish, there's a yellow fish. Its color is a very pale yellow color, just like the color of the leaves before they fall off a tree. And this, the fish also has some black spots. The black spots the fish also has. As the narrator watches, the yellow fish starts struggling on the hot sand. That means still alive. The moment the narrator watches among those thrown away fish, he observes the yellow fish which is struggling on the hot sand. So what is this yellowfish doing? It shudders and jumps. Its mouth opens and the closes desperately as the yellowfish is trying to breathe. The yellowfish is gasping for water, just like how a baby gasps for air. So this is the moment of this yellowfish, which could be seen that still it is alive and it is trying to get the air to continue its life, or otherwise it will die very soon. So this fish, this yellow fish, is going to remind the narrator something about her past. So from here, the story is taking us to the past of the narrator, to the past of the story writer. So flashback. Now we are going to the flashback because the narrator has seen this yellow fish who is struggling to live, and the narrator has recalled something about her past. Now let us see what's her past. Let's go to flashback, right? So the narrator remembers her baby named Jalaja. Jalaja was born quite early, premature baby. She was in an incubator. Incubator means a special machine which helps the weak babies to survive. The narrator kept watching her through the glass. Jalaja had a small, pale, red mouth and round eyes. She would sometimes open and close her mouth as if trying to suck in air, just like the yellowfish, how the yellowfish was keep on trying to open mouth and the eyes. Similarly, this young baby who was born quite early, premature baby, is also trying to open and close her mouth as it is trying to get the air. The yellowfish gasping for water reminds the narrator of Jalaja, who was gasping for air, right? So still the flashback is going on. Now the story takes a very sad turn, right? Very disappointed turn. Arun, who could be the narrator's husband or relative, we don't know exactly. There's no any possible clues here. Arun, who could be narrator's uh, husband or relative, he comes back with Jalaja's ashes from the crematorium. So that means that this young baby is no more, and this person Arun has brought a asti kalash, right? Astia. The ashes are kept in a small urn. The urn, which it's like a pot, which holds the cremated remains, asti kalash. The urn looks like the ancient clay jars found in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. That means very old urn, it seems. So the narrator asks, why is the mouth closed? Arun does not understand this question. The narrator still insists, open it. Arun tries to explain, there are only ashes inside. But the narrator is heartbroken and starts crying loudly because she's a mother, right? Finally, Arun removes the cloth covering the urn's mouth, but he shows, see here, there are only the ashes inside the kalash, inside the urn. The narrator had once watched Jalaja struggling for air. Now she's looking at her baby's ashes and she's unable to accept it. Look at the change here. The one picture she has seen how she was struggling in the box to get the air, and now she could see her ashes in the kalash, in the asti kalash, in the urn, and she's unable to accept it. So these ashes finally they are placed into the ocean, into the sea. Asti Visarjan is done. So now coming back after, so from this flashback, the narrator comes back to the reality, to the present situation, and the story is taking us to the same moment where it has started here. Now the sea is far away from where the fish is struggling. You know, the fish, the yellow fish is struggling on the hot sand, and the ocean is quite, there's a lot of distance. The yellow fish is trying to jump toward the sea, but it's very weak. It falls again and again on the hot sand. The narrator tries to lift it with her fingers, but it falls away. Then she tries to use a leaf to lift it, but the fish slips off. Now the narrator is unable to save the fish, just like the narrator could not save her baby, Jalaja. But still, there's a hope here. A young fisher boy who is playing in the waves, and the narrator calls in Marathi, Ikkade, come here. Ikkade, come here, because she's from Tamil Nadu, but she's staying in Maharashtra. So she addresses this boy, calling in Marathi, Ikkade, come here. She asks him, will you throw this young fish back into the sea? The boy laughs quickly and he grabs the fish by its tail and runs toward the ocean, towards the sea. The narrator also runs after him. And what happens further? The boy places the fish on the wave, at the seashore on the wave. At first, the fish struggles like a drunk person who cannot find the way. Then the fish, the yellow fish, opens its mouth to take in water. Suddenly, it swishes its tail and leaps, starts jumping, and finally it swims forward, showing its bright yellow color and get merged with the water. And finally it enters the ocean, the sea. The narrator watches this scene for a long time until the yellow fish disappears into the sea. So this is how the story ends here in on a very serious note, which recalls the narrator her own baby. Same time, the narrator also get a sigh of relief when she sees that yes, this yellow fish has got life and it has entered the ocean, and she has been watching this yellow fish quite for long time. So what do we understand from this story here? We understand here three important key points. First, there's a connection between fish and the narrator's baby, Jalaja. The yellow fish struggling for life reminds the narrator of Jalaja, who also struggled for air. Just as the fish was thrown away, Jalaja did not survive. Secondly, there's a symbolism of water and death. The fish needs water to live, just like humans also need air. The narrator placed Jalaja's ashes in the ocean, in the sea. Now she's helping the fish to go back into the ocean. Hopefully, the fish is saved, but unfortunately, Jalaja, her daughter, or her baby, could not be saved. The narrator could not save her baby, but she feels some peace by saving the fish. So finally, we can say here it's a very small act, but this act gives the narrator a comfort and relief. So that is what we learn from the story here. So hence, we can sum up saying that Yellowfish, the story Yellowfish, is a deeply emotional story by Ambai C.S. Lakshmi, and this story talks about loss, helplessness, and the small ways we try to heal. Through the image of the yellowfish, the narrator remembers her own pain, and in the end, the narrator finds a little peace by helping the yellowfish survive. This is what I have learned from this story here. So, friends, I have tried my best in summarizing the story Yellowfish by Ambai. Hope you have liked this video. Click on the like button, write in the comment box, and share the video, subscribe the channel, and stay connected with my channel Mukesh English. And many more videos are about to appear very soon, very shortly. So thank you so much for watching this video.